okay with it. I was ready, but I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. But I wanted to feel better, and so I knew I had to do that to get the toxins out of me. Well, I could drink if I wanted to now, but I don't want to because I can't imagine putting that in my body again.
Right.
And so that's why I bring that in. You talk about sex, and you talk about focus, and you talk about, I don't have chronic fatigue syndrome anymore.
Right. Me neither. I used to get stressed, and my husband's like, yeah, let's go hang out. I'm like, yes, and it's like trying to pump myself up, like I'm going to go out, I'm going to have a good time. I would even like put on my clothes, put on my makeup, and I would just be so tired. I'd be like,
when are we going home?
I remember it was our anniversary. I'll never forget. We even took one of actually a friend of that actually introduced us when we were teenagers. We took her out with us for our anniversary, and we were supposed to be going dancing after dinner. And I wanted to try to keep myself alert and focused and awake, and so I decided I was going to drive. Do you know I pulled up in that parking lot and did not get out the car? I had to lean the chair back. I had to lean the chair back and go to sleep.
Oh my gosh!
I just could not bring myself to get out the car, and I wanted to so bad, and I couldn't get my mind and my body to cooperate. And then
I've been there and done that too many times.
I had things like, I thought it was just a phase. I thought it was just because I was a new mom and I was nursing, and I just told myself it was all these things, and I had no idea that it was so closely related to my diet. Especially,
you kind of figured it out on an accident too.
Yeah, I figured it out on accident for sure.
That's why we're doing the show together.
I want to say this, Carrie Ann, I don't consider what I do a paleo diet. I really don't, because I came to this discovery before I even knew what the heck paleo was.
You want to know how I knew that?
It just so happened to be kind of
the idea of mixing it up with this pizza guy. I knew that. I knew that because you like mixing it up with this pizza guy, and I knew you're hardcore on certain things, but I knew you had a certain flexibility there because why? Because you have to because of health.
Yeah.
So every person has to discover what they need.
I don't have any personal allergies to milk, so I eat cheese.
Oh my God, I'm fixing to introduce that back, by the way, so we'll see. We might be able to find out. Next week when I eat this pizza, I'm going to find out.
So we eat the raw stuff, so that's a little different.
Yes, I'm going to learn that from my producer. She's teaching me. I'm just about into 6 weeks, so I'm about ready to start bringing things back in. So y'all get to go through the introduction with me of going back into my. I'm going to add back into some things.
Because the only things that I completely eliminated, which is what you touched on, is a very short list of things is what I eliminated. I know you narrowed your things down to a short list, but I had a short list of what I eliminated. And what I eliminated were grain carbs, gluten-containing carbohydrates, which is wheat, rye, and barley, of course. So any kind of wheat was completely out. The same thing with soy. It was completely out. Unfermented soy, even most of the fermented stuff was completely out. Beans and legumes were completely out, as well as artificial things. So that was artificial colors, artificial flavors, anything that said modified, anything on the back. I didn't do any artificial sweeteners or anything like that. The other thing that I eliminated was sugar, and how I did that is I just completely took it out during the week, and I would allow myself to have a little in my coffee, or if I wanted to have
What do you think about brown sugar?
I use evaporated cane, so it's not necessarily brown as if it's just regular processed sugar. It just happens to be brown. It's literally just minimally processed, just kind of squeezed and evaporated cane water. So
Did you say you ate cheese?
Say again?
Did you mention you had cheese? Because I was going to ask you if you ever tried taking fresh sliced apples and baking them in a very hot oven with just a little bit of cheddar cheese grated over it. It's fantastic.
I'm sure my kids would devour that. That sounds absolutely fantastic. And I would definitely indulge in some on the weekends or on Saturdays, because I still do keep my days where I eat things, even like high sugar containing fruit, like cherries and pineapples and stuff like that. Especially for the weight loss component. If you want to be lean, a lot of places will tell you that, you know, you should include a diet with tons of fruits and vegetables. And I'm
That's
here
what
to
my diet is. Mm-hmm.
I'm here to tell you that if you are, you know, having a hard time getting into the groove that we're talking about, the better sex, the better sleep, the better focus and all that stuff, it's more than likely because your sugar is too high. I had a client of mine, because we regularly practice fasting, so that when you start to introduce those things back to foods, period, any kind of food, doesn't matter if it's eggs or bananas, you put them back into your system when you've been fasted for like 18 hours, and you can feel what it does to your blood sugar. I had a client
I was just going to say that.
It's one cherry. One
yeah.
cherry. And she felt not only her blood sugar go up, but also the crash coming back down. And she's a 20-something-year-old. You know, she's just new into the job market, just out of college. So she's like, this stuff is completely new to her. It's totally unsupported by her family. And so this is like her self-discovery. And she's like, I had cherries last week, and I was fine. And it's like, yeah, but you had those cherries at the side of your meal with your fish and your whatever else that you might have had. So
not by themselves.
Right, you didn't feel the impact on your blood sugar. But when you eat those things by itself, you realize that you're consuming.
And that's really important discovery.
Sorry?
It's really important discovery, and I think discovery is the key word. And you know, you'll understand exactly
we should call it the discovery diet.
Let's do. Oh my gosh, the discovery diet.
Because I
want you to know we only have a minute and 45 seconds left.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but I want you to tell us what to do and where to go until we get you again next week.
Okay, well, what you can do, definitely, if you're connected on Facebook, you can look for me on Facebook on my Fit Rich Woman group, and that's the best place to come and look at all of my albums that I have, what I ate in, and specifically what I was eating as I went through my own journey of discovery. I have everything that I ate and all of my pictures of my scale, and even when I discovered what I had no idea what I was doing. I was just taking all these pictures, and now it's not only become a habit, but it's become a passion, and I've been able to turn it into a business where I'm helping people to learn how to discover for themselves what are the right levels of protein, what are the right levels of fat, what are the types of grains that you can include if you choose to, how to properly prepare them if you want to indulge in them, and all of those things is what I've now dedicated my life to help people do, because it's not just about what the FDA is telling you, it's not just about what the American Dietetic Association is literally brainwashing most, not all, of our dietitians and our doctors and nutritionists to tell you that, like that new commercial, Cheerios is the #1 cereal in America. It's America's cereal, and it should be yours too. My kids saw that yesterday, and like I thought they almost had a heart attack laughing. And they're only like, you know, 8 and 9 and 11, and they're like, this is such crap.
10 seconds. It's been wonderful, Malika. I can't wait till next week. We're going to do that pizza thing together. And I'm going to be on your side. I hope all the listeners will too.
I'm going to have to bake my own so I don't have to feel left out.
Yeah, you should. We could do it together.
And I'm definitely making one also.
I might have my Ustream channel on so we could, see me bite it. You should.
Yeah. There you go. I'm going to try to put mine on too. I'm really excited, and I thank you. And I think we've discovered a discovery diet and a good way to tag team and get the truth out there about what happens when you do this.
For yourself, not just for yourself, just not the powers that be, like my doctor said, or my whoever said, or the commercial, or whatever. So you know it in your heart. And
for me, like you were saying, nothing ever worked, or I never tried this, or whatever. For me, it was very simple. 1, 2, 3, snap. Oh my gosh, this makes me feel better. Because when you suffer from something like fibromyalgia your whole entire life, I spent 4 months in bed when I was in my early 30s one summer. And I was a mortgage broker and a real estate broker, and I had a 6-figure income, and I was rocking and rolling, and I was in college, and I had a part-time job, and I was like a workaholic and blah, 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 and boom, snap, in bed. So I took a lot of years to get back to where I could go, but I could never get all the pain gone, and I could never get all my energy back until this year when I did this for my husband, because he's a mechanic, and he wanted to trade out the work with this nutritionist.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was like, come on, baby, I can't do it without you. We've got to do this together, you know, and my son, who's 13, he's a big boy, and he needs to lose weight already, and we worry for him. So it was just like, you know, no-brainer. I have all these kids, but I've only got really one left that eats, you know, like we do. The older ones kind of straggle in and out, and we've all lost weight, but this feeling better thing, this focusing better and having more energy, I feel better now than I did when I was like 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
I was having babies and all that.
Thank you so much for having me, and I really do look forward to talking more about it next week.
Well, we will, and I will talk to you in between, and thank you so much, and we will talk soon. Have a blessed night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.